Hey, what up, guys? So, if you own a credit repair company or maybe you're looking to start one, this is the channel that you want to watch because everything we talk about on this channel is about helping you scale your credit repair business. Whether it's generating more leads or closing more sales, we got you covered. Now, with that being said, make sure you hit that follow button so you can watch all of our future videos. This man needs no introduction. Joining me, as usual, we have our main man, Harshal, the marketing wizard. What's up, my guy?
How are you, sir? Thank you
Awesome,
for
man.
the
I'm ready for
kindly
today's
intro.
session.
Let's make it happen, bro. Let's make it happen. I know you got like shit ton of questions. I will make sure to answer all of them. And yeah, man, let's get to rock and roll.
Let's do it, man. Today we're talking about marketing. We're going to dive deep into this. So,
Mm-hmm.
as usual, make sure that you guys have your pen and pad ready to take notes, ready to learn and actually apply what we're teaching. So, the first question, man, I had for you, and by the way, these questions that I'm giving you
Mm-hmm.
come from our viewers, come from the people that we coach. So,
Yeah,
this is really important. This is going to help you guys. These are questions that you guys are asking
yeah.
as viewers. So, what are the reasons what are the reasons why someone's ad will get declined? Like if I try
Mm.
to run an ad, and I hear this all the time from people, oh man, I try to run a credit repair ad, but it got declined. Like, tell us, from your experience, why would someone's ads get declined?
The number one reason why most ad gets rejected is because they are not working with us.
Mhm. Yeah, but hey, I can tell you that right now because I try to do it. I try to do it myself, and I didn't get very far. So yeah.
Yeah. So that's the number one reason they're not working with us because 99.9% of the time, all the ads that we run for our clients are always approved. Okay. The reason being is because Facebook and Instagram, which is quote unquote meta, they basically update all their ad policies on day-to-day basis, or I would say like weekly basis. So it's very tough and hard for a credit repair business owner to monitor those stuff. Okay, so we basically monitor that stuff like day in, day out, just to make sure if there is any fresh update and we need to be updated on. Okay, so that's the first thing. So in that way, usually that's what we have seen. If you are not playing around with different words and basically right words, your ads will always get rejected. Okay, and like it's good that if you, let's say for an example, your ads are getting rejected like once or twice, that's totally fine. But if that happens for a certain period of time, which means your ad account will basically get restricted from advertising. Okay, so basically you tried saving couple bucks for investing into a marketing team, and you basically lost everything. What you basically lost is like the scalability that would basically happen if you hired the right team. And like basically you lost like couple $1 million on the table just because your ads and like your ad account got disabled, I would say. So I feel the first reason is like of course they are not hiring us, and the second reason would be is they're not playing around with the right words. Okay, so if you
Yeah.
guys have a free time, and if you feel like, the sales is not important for you, like you have like shitload of time under your belt, just go ahead and go through all the ad policies and see like, what you guys could do differently. But as I said, we have like, 5+ years of experience in doing this stuff, and we do this day in, day out. Even on weekends, we need to stay updated with all the stuff that we do. That
Yeah.
is the main key reason why we usually work on weekends as well, is because we need to be updated. Cause bro, imagine like we're literally spending more than 200 to 300 grand in total ad spend. Okay, so it's a big responsibility. It's a huge responsibility on us to make sure that we are delivering what we promise to our clients. So yeah, I hope you.
I can tell you out of my own experience where uh before I hired Harshal, I was running my own ads. Now, granted, this I'm talking about 5+ years ago. This
Mm.
was quite a while ago. And you know, I just started my business. I
Mm.
didn't really have a lot of money. And
Mhm.
so I'm not saying I'm a marketing guru, far from it completely. But at the time, what I did know is I
Mhm.
did a lot of research. You know, I went
Mm.
to YouTube University. Like you said, I was trying to, every time that my ad got declined, I was trying to figure out why. And that
Mm.
was the worst thing for me, was for Facebook and Instagram. They were telling me why it was declined, but it was very vague. Like it wasn't clear on
Mm.
why it was getting declined. Like it would
Yeah.
tell me like ad copy, or hey, a matter of fact, it wouldn't even say ad copy. I just made that up. It actually would say something like, uh, you know,
Multiple.
restrictions, your
Yeah.
violations, or something. I don't know
Yeah.
what the hell it was.
Against our committee
All I
guidelines.
knew, yeah, the guidelines, and it was
Yeah.
driving me crazy because again, that's not my job. That's not what I do.
Yeah.
But there was a period of time where the ads were getting approved, and
Mm.
all of a sudden they just kept declining it. And so that was a big thing for me at the time, because I was like, man, I know that I can't rely on friends, family members, referral partners, Instagram and Facebook. This is before I even met you, Harshal. Like
Yeah.
Facebook and Instagram were my number one lead source, and then it got
Yeah.
shut down. And then eventually, after trying different marketing companies,
Mm.
then I found you guys, and from there it really just took off. And what I paid you to get started on your program is a fraction of the money that I freaking lost, to be honest with you.
Yeah. That's
Like
true,
that's
bro.
just my own personal story,
Yeah.
you know.
And this is what differentiates, bro, I feel, from a like unsuccessful guy compared to a successful guy. Okay, so basically what a successful person is doing is, like, he basically hires someone, expert in that particular field, okay, and
Yeah.
let him do his job, instead of, like, trying to figure that whole part yourself. Imagine you're trying to figure that part by yourself and it took you like 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you literally lost 6 months of your progress that you would basically able to do, like, on just focusing on one thing.
Or you may never figure it out, you
Yeah, I
know.
mean, yeah,
So,
right. So I feel like, this would be a good phrase to, include is work on your business, not in it.
correct, correct. Yeah, you don't want to
Yeah,
be trapped as your own employee, because then you're
yeah,
going to be the marketing guy, the sales guy, the
yeah.
customer service guy, the disputer. And you know, that's the same kind of argument that we have in the credit repair business. Is when I'm talking to a client or a
Mm,
potential customer, sometimes they'll say, well, can I just fix my credit on my own? The first thing I say is absolutely, yeah, you can, you
yeah.
know, but just like anything else, if I wanted to be a plumber or an electrician, that's
Mm,
a trade. What you do for marketing is a trade. What I do in
yeah,
credit repair, that's a trade. It takes
yeah.
time. It's not as easy as just, you know, printing out some dispute letters and then sending it off. That's, I wish it was that easy. Everybody would have
Yeah,
great credit. There takes skill and tactics and certain things that we know as professionals that you're not going to find on YouTube. You know,
yeah,
these are things that you learn on the job. Like, again, even if you go to be an electrician, you can learn all the book stuff, you know, but just
yeah,
because you got a certificate that says I'm an electrician doesn't mean that you know how to really do it. You're going to learn more
yeah,
on the job. And that's the
yeah,
same thing with credit repair. So same thing with the marketing. Yeah, you can try to figure it out on your own,
yeah.
but you know, how much time do you have to dedicate to that on top of running your business?
True.
It's trial and error. Sometimes it is better.
Mm,
In most cases, it is better to hire someone so that way everybody, let's be honest here, everybody watching this, you guys have your strengths and you have your weaknesses.
true.
Well, like Harsha was saying, the difference between someone who is a real professional
Mm,
and someone who's an amateur, a real professional is going to determine, all right, how much time is it going to cost me? How much time am I going to waste for me to learn, really to become a master like Harshal in the marketing? It may take me 6 months to a year.
yeah,
Well, that means that I'm stunting my own growth of my own company in the meantime. And
yeah.
some of those mistakes can cost me hundreds, if not thousands of dollars.
True.
So you gotta like do the math, you know? That's
Yeah.
why in my business, as I grew, the first thing that I did was hire an appointment setter. Why? Because I'm not gonna sit here and answer all these leads. It's not that I'm not good at that. It's just I'd rather spend my time closing more credit repair deals. That way I could focus on scaling my business rather than doing the grunt work, to be honest with you.
That's true, bro. That's true. Like, imagine this way, like, you're getting for a fraction of cost, you're literally getting our expertise for the last like 5 to 6 years of experience, which means like, we literally had like all the ups and downs. We literally know every single thing, what it actually takes to basically, succeed a credit repair business to wherever they desire to be, right? So that's like one thing, of course. And then no lost dollars. Like, you literally not lose most of the money with us, because imagine this way, like, you started your like marketing or like, ads, I would say, by yourself, and you tried to figure it out by yourself. And after
Yeah.
2 to 3 months, you figured that, you literally lost like 2 to 3 grand in just the ad spend.
Yeah. Absolutely. 100%.
That's, yeah, that's crazy. So, I would say, like, just to answer the first question that you had, bro, the rejection issue is like, you just need to stay up to date with all the ad policies that, Facebook or Meta basically.
Wait, that was key. What you just said, that's another thing. Everybody watching this, including myself and you that's on here all the time. How many times does Instagram and Facebook have updates? I feel like they have an update every month, like seriously.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that I don't want to have to keep up with that stuff. I got enough.
Yeah.
I got a family. I got multiple businesses I'm running. You think I
Mm.
got time to read the guidelines and updates with Facebook? I don't have time to do that, you know? So the other question that a lot of people ask is, how important is like the ad copy? Not the video. Like you could create a video and that'll be your commercial, your ad.
Mm.
But I'm talking about like the ad copy, the stuff that you write on the bottom. How important is that when it comes to just running the ad and getting it approved? Like what does that really mean?
Yeah, so that's a good question, bro. So ad copy, in most cases, what we have seen, it actually influences a buyer, because some people are visual person, and for some people, like, they really like to, read the text a lot. Okay. So based on our experience, that's what we have seen is like, for like 50% of the people love reading, and 50% of them, like, love watching a graphical content and stuff like that. Okay. And usually what we really try to do with like, ad copies is we make sure like it actually influences a buyer, okay, to basically, reach out to us and, have a conversation with us. Okay. That's what we try to do. And then usually, like, based on our experience, what we have seen is like all the ad copies that we test and run, let's say, like, we have like multiple different, like, splits. I'll not get too much technical, but
Yep.
just to answer the first question, is like, it's very important to have a good ad copy, or else
Yep.
it's not going to influence a buyer. Okay. And for the backend stuff, when it comes to ad copy, just make sure that your ad copy is actually, compliant with all the Facebook ads policies, if that makes sense.
I think for me, and probably for a lot of people watching this, it's the ad copy that, can get the ad declined. I mean, I know there's other factors and
Yeah.
stuff too.
Yeah.
I know, matter of fact, this is we talked about this a long time ago, when I was creating the new videos for like my ad for the credit repair company that I have. You were telling me, hey, don't put too much text, like too much
Yeah.
text in the video,
Yeah.
because too much text sometimes could be the reason why, you get declined.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Because usually you need to basically explain half of the stuff on the ad copy, and I would say half of the stuff on the, video or the flyer ad that you are running. So it's very important for sure.
So another question, or the last question that I have would be, with credit repair is considered to be a high risk industry. And like, for example, if I
Damn.
sold microphones or if I sold t-shirts or glasses or anything,
Yeah.
I know that I can do target marketing. You know, like I can specifically target a 27-year-old male who makes X amount of money or lives in a certain state. But I know when I tried to run the ads for credit repair, it's not allowing me to
Yeah.
target certain people. It's again, I guess against this is a question for you. I guess it's against
Yeah.
the guidelines and stuff, right?
Yeah. So number one reason why most of the ads get rejected is because they are not falling under special ad category. Okay, that's the number one reason. Okay, a
Yeah.
quick little secret. Number one reason, it's like, if you are not under like special ad category, you basically get rejected. Okay. And usually, based on our experience, at least specifically in credit repair industry, bro, Google is not allowing us. I wish, like, Google, if Google allowed us to
Yeah.
advertise on their platform,
Google does not like credit repair companies.
bro, we could have been millionaire by now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like,
Google, I've been having trouble with Google too. So no, I
yeah.
get it, man.
Yeah. Like Google doesn't allow. I feel like, there would be like maybe one or two companies that would be doing it, but like that's like whole another story. Specifically
Mhm.
Facebook and Instagram, why they don't want us to do it is because nowadays, like some bad guys actually try to, sell fishy stuff to the
Mhm.
customers, specifically in credit repair. Okay.
Yeah.
And because of that, it basically impacts all the good people in credit repair industry.
Right.
Okay. So that is the reason why, like, they have like shitload of all the ad policies, and you need to basically have a limited amount of targeting, and etc. You know, and like after a certain point, bro, like I'm pretty sure you have noticed this, is like, after a certain point, whenever you're running any ads, it basically gets very optimized that, like whenever you're trying to run any kind of ad, it start getting results instantly. It's because, like,
Yeah.
you have spent like shitload of money on your ad accounts. Okay. So whenever you spend a certain amount on the ads, and of course, like, a specific, like, a detailed targeting manner, after that, it will be easier for you, which is like, going from 0 to 1 is very tough. And
Yeah.
basically going from 1 to 10 is very easy in most of the cases. It's the same thing with the ad accounts and ad policies, is like, you need to play around with the small, like, minimum stuff. So in that way, you'll get the best result and best outcome possible. And of course, like, we have some secrets that we possibly use for our clients to make sure, like, everything is running perfectly for them. So
Yeah. No. So that makes me think about, a lot of the people that I coach in my mentoring program,
mhm.
they start off with a one-man operation. It's just them, maybe a husband and wife or something like that. But a lot of people, I feel, and I have these conversations every day with them. They're like, well, I don't have a lot of money to run ads. And you don't need a lot of money to run ads. People
True,
think, oh, well, I got to start with $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 to run ads. When in reality, you can start with a super low budget, because
true.
if you start with, let's say, $100 a day, you're
Mm.
going to get so many leads that you can't even handle them yourself.
Yeah.
And that's not a problem that you want, because that could potentially ruin your reputation because you're
Yeah.
not getting to the leads fast enough. So understand that, when you join Harshall's, marketing program, he's going to guide you on what to do, what not to do. And to be honest with you, there's not really much that you have to do. Create the ad.
Yeah.
He'll create the ad for you if you want. And then from there, it's like a faucet. You turn it on
Yeah.
and there's just a flow of freaking leads coming in. You're
Yeah.
close deals. And then as you start to close more deals, you hire a salesperson to help you, because now your calendar's freaking booked, which
Yeah.
is a good problem to have. But then you're going to want to turn up the leads a little bit, So if you're spending, let's say, $25 a day, bump it up to maybe $50 to $100 a day. Now you have way more than enough leads for you and one other person. So I mean, would you agree with that, Harshal?
Yeah, absolutely, bro. And imagine this way, like, how easier your life would be if you're not really stressing about marketing. Why the hell, like, XYZ ad got rejected and stuff like that. It's like, I'll just have a conversation with our clients and their issue is solved for them, of course. So I think, like, for most of the clients that we have, like, I would say 100% of them are very happy because, they don't even need to worry about that. Like, it's like, you literally focus on making money and we will get all the leads for you. As simple as it sounds.
Yeah. Yeah. And another thing that, this is where Harshal and I come together. If you're in our coaching program, is we give you the blueprint on how to create your videos.
True.
Like, we know there is no guessing. There is
Yeah.
no, well, Harshal's telling me to do a video. Well, what kind of video should I make? What should I talk about in the video for the ad, for the commercial? We literally give you the blueprint. We know
True.
what works. We know what doesn't. So
True.
it takes the guessing out of it, and it minimizes or it completely eliminates the fact of you having a shitty ad. Because if you have a crappy ad, it's not going to convert. You're not going to get leads.
Yeah.
So we help you convert with having high quality commercials that we know are pretty much guaranteed to convert leads. That's one of the biggest things that we can help you with as well, is making sure that you actually have an ad that's going to convert.
Yeah, bro. Cause, like, usually most of the cases, like, if someone says, like, why am I not getting leads, is because you don't have an influential video or a flyer. That's what I feel like. It's not basically influencing a buyer to reach out to you. So
100%.
yeah. So I feel like, that plays a huge role for sure.
And if you're watching this, to help you guys out, because let's just say that you don't really know how to edit videos. Let's say you don't know how to, like, where even to start. What are the first couple of words? Because you got to remember, when it comes to marketing on social media, what do most people do on their phone? They scroll through. If you're not grabbing their attention fast, then they're just going to keep scrolling right past your ad. So focus on having a very good hook. You need something to hook them in the commercial. And then once you figure out, okay, this is the hook that I'm going to use, then in the middle of the video, that's where you give kind of, the real good details about how you can help the client.
Yeah.
And then at the end, you want to have a CTA, a call to action. Don't just tell them, hey, we could fix your credit. All right, see you guys later. That's not a call to action. Your audience, they need to know, like, what to do next. Do you inbox me? Do you DM me? Do you send me an email? Do you click on the link below? Do you scroll left? Whatever. You need to have a call to action. So understand, you need the hook, whatever that looks like to you. You need the body, which is the important, the juicy stuff. And then at the end, you need a call to action. So that's kind of the framework of how you should, build your commercial. But like I said earlier, we know exactly what you can say, where it's going to meet the guidelines, and you'll have a successful commercial. So right now, if you're struggling with ads and you're trying to do this on your own and you failed multiple times, you need to book an appointment with my man Harshal and see how we can help. That's huge.
Absolutely, bro. I agree. Yeah. So what if they suck at sales? What would you say?
Well, listen, if you hire Harshal and now you got, again, just a lead overflow coming in, you got to be able to convert them, and most people think, because when most people start their credit repair company, this is what happens. They start with their friends, their family members, their coworkers, people that they know, and the people that are referred to them. So those sales are a lot easier to close. Why? Because they already know you. They're not going to be like, oh, well, I don't trust you and blah, blah, blah. No, they know you. That's why they came to you, and you're closing the deal. So those are what I call as laydowns. Like, they're ready to go. You just sign them up. That's not sales. Sales is when the sale does not start until the person tells you no. Because you can tell them all about the credit repair services and how much you can help them and how much you're going to change their life. But the moment that you're like, hey, it's going to be $1,200 to fix your credit, they're like, oh, whoa, hold on. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, they're going to, all that good, juicy information that you gave them, now they're backpedaling because they don't like the price. Whether it's $500, $1,500, regardless of what the price is, once they start backing out, that's when the real sales actually starts. You have to know how to overcome those objections. And if you don't know how to overcome those objections, all those good leads that Harshal is helping you drive in, they're going to be going to another credit repair company. Why?
True.
Because you don't know how to close them.
Yeah.
So, and it's not about high pressured sales. It's about helping this person understand that you are the person, you are the company that's going to help change their life. You don't listen when somebody tells you, hey man, I'm going to call you back. What happens? You call them back, they don't pick up.
Yeah.
They're completely ghosting you. Your time to shine, your time to change that person's life is right now. But if you don't have the skills or the capability to do that, you're missing out on money. And you signed up to be a credit repair professional to change lives.
Yeah.
But here you are not able to do that because you don't know how to close the deals. And so think about it like this. If I'm a boxer, right? And I love the box. So if I'm a boxer, but I'm not really a boxer and I step in that ring, guess what happens? I'm probably going to get hurt. I'm probably going to get knocked out. I'm going to be punched in the mouth a few times. It's not going to feel good. Why? Why does that happen? Because I wasn't prepared. I wasn't training. But if I have a coach, if I have a mentor giving me an actual script, telling me what to say, what not to say, what tonality to use, which is really important, when to use certain objections, how to, handle objections, all of these very important details. If I'm not trained on that, then I'm going to not know what to say. You ever been on a phone call with someone and they're like, they hit you with the with the awkward silence, and then they get frustrated like the salesperson. That's because they're unprepared. The worst thing that you could do on a sales call is be unprepared, because if they hit you with an objection that you're not ready for, you're not closing that deal, and then you're going to sound incompetent. That's you don't want to sound like that. You want to sound like the real professional that you are. So just because you're good at disputing, or you might be good at customer service, you can be great at getting the client's results. It doesn't mean that you know how to sell. And if you're closing at 30% or 40%, that's good. That's average. But who the hell wants to be average? Don't you want to be great? You need to be closing at 80 to 90%. That's what my sales, I'm in the office right now. I'm in the podcast studio. My guys behind this wall, they're closing at 80 to 90% right now. If you're not closing at 80 to 90% of the people that you talk to, you need to go to robthecreditguy.com. I'm dropping the mic. Let's go.
Yeah. I'll also leave your link in the description box below, so they can schedule an appointment with you if they're interested in, getting their game up with the sales,
You got to get your game up, man. I mean,
Yeah.
Even me and Harshal, we always talk about, what kind of objections he gets, and we help each other. Iron sharpens iron, man. So,
Yeah.
Other than that, guys, listen, again, if you're having trouble with marketing, contact Harshal, get your consultation. If you need help closing deals, go to robthecreditguy.com. Matter of fact, on our website, there's a lot of resources, especially for you new beginners, where you haven't even started your credit repair company. If you go to our website and look at the resources section, there's so much information that you're going to find helpful when it comes to starting your credit repair business. And then there's also video testimonials. You can see some of our other mentees that have gone, through our credit repair program and how we've been able to help them with the marketing and the sales. I got one mentee right now that is making $40,000, $50,000, and it only took him 5 months. Yeah, it took him a little over 4 months. So let's just say 5 months. It took him 5 months, and he's averaging $40,000 to $50,000 a month. And it's only him and one other salesperson. That's it. You don't need a whole gigantic team to make that kind of money. You just need to be organized. You need to have the SOPs and the system in place so you can generate that kind of money. So
yeah, let's
y'all
make it
giving me
happen.
hype right now. I'm over here. Let's go. I'm ready. Anyways, man. But I'll leave it on that note. Is there anything else, Harshal, that you wanted to add before we end today's session?
Yeah. Guys, so before I let Rob go, okay, this is what I'm going to tell you. If you want us to do your marketing, just schedule our, Zoom call in the description box below. Okay, we are very affordable. So in that way, you would live your whole life stress-free. You don't even need to worry about marketing or any sort of that stuff. Okay. So if you want to live your life stress-free, then definitely schedule a call. And if you want to make like shit load of money with leads, and we are literally doing this for like last 5 to 6 years now, or I think 6 years to be exact. And we have like shit ton of experience. You're gonna get so many things like our specific expertise when it comes to running a credit repair campaigns or getting you credit repair leads basically. So if you are interested, then schedule a call with us. And yeah, with that being said, we are good to go, bro.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, make sure if you haven't already, again, make sure to follow our channel, like this video, share this with a friend. Make sure when you watch our videos, you got that pen and paper ready, because we're always giving you knowledge to help you not just listen to this stuff, but actually apply it and help you grow and scale your credit repair company. So
Yes,
until
sir.
next time, let's go.
Let's
See you
go.
guys later.